When we bought our first motorhome, we thought we were choosing the RV we'd travel in for years to come. But it wasn't, so we bought our Alphacia, and then it was totaled. So we bought the Holiday Rambler.
And it seemed like exactly the right choice, but the longer we traveled, the more we realized something. The RV that's perfect for one season of life may not be perfect for the next.
And lately, we found ourselves wondering, how do you know when it's time to make a change?
If you watch that opening, you may be wondering, have we traded Rosie? Well, no, not exactly. We're not there yet.
But close friends of ours did make a dramatic change after traveling for 17 years in a 36-foot Class A. And watching them go through this process has made us realize that this isn't really a story about one RV versus another.
It's about something many experienced RVers begin to think about. How do you know when it's time to downsize your RV because your life has changed?
So our friends Bruce and Tina, who you might recognize from doing a lot of travels with us, are deciding to downsize. And that's one of the things that we've talked about as you get older in RVs. Are you going to keep the big RV? Are you going to downsize? You're going to quit RVing altogether? So they have made a major decision.
Yeah, they're going to live in their car.
And we're here at their RV. It's only their RV for a couple more days. And we're going to talk to them about downsizing major.
Yep.
Bruce and Tina are here in their, it's not a Winnebago, it's an Itasca.
The Itasca Sunrise.
Okay.
35L.
Made by Winnebago.
So we want to know, how do you feel about this major change? Is it scary?
Yes.
Yeah? First you had to get all your stuff out of this one.
Yes.
And this is how big?
This is a 35-foot model, but it's actually 36-foot long.
36 foot long. And you guys have lived in this sometimes for months at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you had it well stocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. With everything you can imagine, and sometimes two of everything.
And you guys even have a king-size bed in this.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of things I would go, can we trade these things out before you get rid of this?
Yeah.
So you are going to trade this for?
Class C 25-foot RV.
Which is actually how long?
Well, it's a 24T is the model number, but it's 25.6 in length.
Okay.
Why they never tell you exactly what it is,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
So how do you feel about that? What are you going to be able to take with you?
Not much.
Tina, lucky we don't have a cat because we'd be overweight.
And so what's the reason for the change?
Because we don't no longer spend the winter away since we moved to Las Cruces.
Okay.
And I feel bad for Bruce always driving, and
I feel bad for that too.
and I won't drive this one. I tried it once. It was too scary.
Yeah.
The new one has all the modern adaptive cruise control and blind spot monitors, and it'll be, I think, a lot safer to drive.
Lane keeping assist.
Lane keeping assist, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So how far do you think you might go camping with it, go travel with it?
We plan to go up to Canada this year.
So you're going to take it all the way to Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's bold talk right now. We haven't spent a night in it yet.
Now, I heard you say that you might end up spending a lot more time outside your RV than you did with this one.
Definitely. The new one, you're going to pretty much have to go outside to have an idea. There's no room to move.
So for sitting outside, how much outside furniture will you be able to bring with you?
We don't know yet. Not that much.
Probably just our 2 chairs.
So when we camped in Arizona for the winters, everybody brought their own chairs over. It was very seldom that you needed more than 2 chairs. And so, I think we're down to 2 chairs and a small table.
And what year is this one?
25. Oh, this one?
This
Yeah,
one's a 7.
This one's an 07?
Yeah.
Okay. And the new one's a 25?
Yeah.
So what do you think that you will miss the most about having a 35-foot Class A?
storage.
And separate bedroom. It would be nice, but then you have to go bigger, or the weird beds that are in the corner where one person has to crawl over the other.
And the new one has a Murphy bed, which is going to be an experience.
Yeah, we'll show that when you get it.
Yes.
You're picking it up later this week. Anything else? What about cooking? Food prep.
We never used our propane range top. Never, ever. Everything was in the convection microwave, electric skillet, Instapot, crock pot, that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to want to bring all that stuff because there's not enough cabinet space to store it. So I'm going to...
So how are you going to make food?
We are going to have to get used to cooking with skillets and stuff. I'll still take a crock pot.
Okay. So you basically had 4 comfortable seats in here
Yeah.
and 2 chairs for the table. So it sounds like you got a pretty good attitude about why you want to do this, and the only things you've said that you really know that you're going to miss is maybe the sleeping situation, because you were kind of spoiled in this one.
Yes.
That's very rare. And then also storage.
You know, I really don't imagine there's going to be that many times when we have people in the coach.
Right.
It's
It's going to be outside.
Our
Yeah.
friends have bigger coaches, and so we will go there.
Who's that?
yeah. Some people who drag us along on some of their trips will go over to theirs, and pet the dog, and
Well, one thing I was thinking about is if we go camping together, if we want to be next to each other, we can't go downsize. You would have to pay more to go upsize.
yeah.
Or you have to camp somewhere else in the campground. What are some other reasons for doing this?
A newer coach, a lot more safety features, and as I get older, driving this thing, there's blind spots everywhere. And anytime I'm going to try to change lanes, I'm looking in cameras. I'm telling Tina, look out the window. I'm doing all kinds of jockeying around to change lanes or to get anywhere. So having the extra safety features is for me very important. Both of our cars, our car and our truck now have adaptive cruise. They have all the bells and whistles that come with new vehicles, and this one, being an '07, has cruise control.
So the ease of driving.
Yeah.
So it is a way for us seniors to continue to keep going in a safe way.
Yeah.
To have something easier. My problem with learning to drive the Class A isn't so much learning to drive it, it's I've watched it get hit by wind on the side. And I've asked Jamie, could I have held that? And he goes, maybe if you were absolutely paying attention completely at that second. Because for him, he could still hold it with one hand. For me, I'd have to have not only both hands on the wheel, which I would, I got to have like all my strength and focus on that too.
Yeah, she'd have to have both hands and both hands and both feet.
You've just said no, I don't think you could have several times, especially with the Alpha, more than this one.
The Alpha, no. The Alpha was taller and longer, and it was just a bigger sail going down the road than what we currently have. So.
I know plenty of women who do drive them and they're fine, but I just don't know that I have the strength to hold it if wind hit it.
You have to be watching what's coming around you. And if you anticipate the truck, you can kind of just slightly steer into the truck as it's coming up on you, because it's got like an air current around it. And then as soon as the truck is like next to you, you just kind of adjust back, because now you've gone through that little bubble of air that it's creating around you. And then we put sway bar on this one, and did a bunch of other stuff to make the steering better. And but still, you have to be driving.
Yeah, we're going to scale down too. We're going to do it next week. So.
Yeah, you're just going to borrow ours first.
Yeah,
to
we'll
see if
borrow
it
yours
works,
first
right?
to see if we like it.
Yeah. And it's an unknown factor for us, because in reading some of the stuff, even about the 24-foot ones, that they have a wind problem too. So I don't know if it's going to be better or worse, or the same.
In the Class C?
Yeah,
Battery.
I think it's just the nature of RVs in general. You know, you're going down the road in a big box. That wind is always going to be a factor of some kind, no matter what size you are.
I think having the front end on it, though, like a truck, normal truck, gives you a little better, don't you think?
Well, yeah, because you don't have just this square thing going down the road. You have a little bit of aerodynamics with the front end being it's more like a van than a truck, right?
Yeah.
So it's more like a van in the front. So you have a little bit better from the wind coming up the front. Yes, it's going to be better as opposed to this brick going down the road. So yeah, it's probably a little bit better that way, I would think.
What do you think besides storage, besides the bed? There's got to be more. What do you think you'll miss about this?
For me, I mean, it's a lot of memories.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
You know, and a lot of things that I've done to this coach over time, and in the kind of years I've spent learning where everything is and how everything works and how the little idiosyncrasies that this thing has that you deal with constantly. And every RV has its little things that you have to discover on your own. Those are the kind of things that you kind of starting over, new coach, new idiosyncrasies that are going to have to be learned, and just general maintenance. A new one's diesel. I've always wanted a diesel, but I wanted the diesel at the back, not at the front. So, you know, learning diesel and learning to use the DEF, however you want to call that fluid.
Our friends in Canada pronounce it DEF.
You know, just in general, learning a new thing. This is 50 amp, that one's 30 amp. This one has, I think, 50 some gallon fresh water. The other one has 30 fresh water. And, you know, recommendation is that you don't fill the tank up because it adds more weight to the chassis, and it's a small chassis to begin with. So, you know, learning to ration the water.
Yeah.
So-
And the gray tank's fairly, well, I can't remember exactly, but I think it's about 45 gallon gray tank, which, you know, if you do Navy showers, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
The other thing that I'm sort of looking forward to in the new one is the capability to boondock. We've seldom ever boondocked in this thing, a few times. Not anything substantial and not anywhere really out in, you know, anywhere. But that one, you know, has more solar power. It's
Well, it's a lithium battery.
lithium batteries and a 12-volt refrigerator, an LP generator. So and it has a port in the back where you can plug in solar panels for additional solar panels. So the possibility of boondocking is there. And we've never really done much boondocking at all, like I said, in this one. You know, we've always been, where's the hookups?
Right. What's another reason that you have for downsizing?
There are a lot of state parks in New Mexico, and some of them won't allow RV as long as ours. So we'll be, I think, a little bit more flexible in where we can go.
That's a big one. National parks, too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like at the Grand Canyon, there's some beautiful spots there that, you know, that are first come, first serve, and they're small like that. You'll be able to pull right in. So we're going to take a tour of the space that they've had, and then when they get the new one, we'll do a tour of the space that they have. All right, let's take a tour.
I had a spare part for everything and a tool for everything. So
Oh, boy.
that's going to be a major
Yeah.
major change for me.
Well, that's how it was
When we said goodbye to the Alpha.
yeah, when I had to start tearing all the stuff out of the Alpha,
Yeah.
like all the solar and all that stuff. I'm like, man,
All the work that you'd done.
all the work that I did.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce built that buffet.
It's beautiful. Last time. Hopefully it comes in.
Don't jinx us.
So, what do you think? Are you happy with your trade? Hey, don't forget that hype button. If you're watching on a cell phone or a tablet during the first week of this video, there's a hype button, and if you click it, we get points, and this video goes out to way more people.
Maybe come back in another month or two and ask. We're still adjusting. Happy is too serious of a word right now. It's like, where do we put this? Why we used to put that here. Now there's no room for it. You know.
How long did you own the other rig?
We bought it in 2009, so 17 years.
17 years. So you've done one camping trip. So what'd you think? You've gone camping in this. You've gone from 35 or 36 feet.
36 to 25.
To 25. Even though it's a 24T, it's a 25-foot rig.
25 and a half.
25 and a half.
Yeah.
At 25 feet, that half matters.
The biggest change, I think, for me is that since we had the separate bedroom before and people couldn't see back there, we would just pile a bunch of stuff on the little shelf that we had. We didn't have to put things away. Now we have to put things away.
Yeah.
Right. And now your bedroom is where?
Here.
Yeah. Yeah. We sleep standing up on the wall.
I know the big thing for you was the driving experience.
Yeah.
So with this, how's that?
How was
'Cause
the
you've
driving?
You've driven pretty far now.
It was mixed. I had a lot more knowledge about what was going on. I got lane warnings. I got, people coming up beside me, made the little side warning things go off, and so I knew where things were around me.
Right.
But I was a little disappointed in the power. When we made the first trip from Albuquerque back home, I was doing 75 on the freeway and going up and down the hills without any kind of problem at all.
Right.
And then even going up to Leesburg, which was a very short trip, towing wasn't a big deal. But going to Santa Fe, there were a couple of pretty good hills, and the engine was really straining to get up those hills, and I was down to 45 mile an hour in a couple of places.
Right.
Which I was a little disappointed in. I thought it would be a little more powerful being a diesel, and theoretically it has almost the same torque that my old one had, but less horsepower. It's a different feeling entirely, and now I got the diesel exhaust fuel stuff to worry about, and I got those kind of things going on with an engine that I don't really understand anything about yet. And the whole coach is different. When the old coach, I knew where everything was, and I knew all its little quirks after 17 years of.
Really, though, your biggest reason for changing was to have something you felt more comfortable driving, managing, and not as intimidating as the big coach can be.
Also, the other thing is getting in and out of campgrounds, being able to park in particular places. Being that you have a smaller footprint, it's a lot easier to get in and get out. And plus, like you were saying, one of the reasons you wanted to get it was because you had the lane departure and all that stuff, all that new updated equipment that kind of makes the driving experience a lot better.
No matter how much bells and whistles you have, you're still having to pay attention to what's going on around you, and maybe some of it is just anxiety and not understanding some of the things that, you know, just going down the road and a message will pop up on the screen about something, and it's like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Is that a problem? Or you know, we're coming back from Santa Fe, and there was a particulate filter was 22% and loading, and it's like, I don't know what a particulate filter is, and why is it loading?
Like danger, Will Robinson.
Yes.
Danger, Will.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
You know, Tina's getting the book out and reading the, you know, with the
Yeah.
particulate filter. You know.
And plus the other thing is having all the notifications like the lane departure and if you're getting too close to somebody in front of you or whatever it may be, it's good to have that because it's notifying you, hey, pay attention. But also, it's like an alarm clock. When the alarm clock's off, immediately there's kind of an anxiety that goes along with that. So, yes, it's a good thing to have it because it's notifying you. But the other thing is, it's also, okay, now there's stress involved because something's beeping at me.
Yeah.
So, there's good and bad with both of that. So,
Yeah.
Well, we also have the adjustment of the old coach had side cameras and the rear camera that we always had on to look at the tow vehicle.
right.
And it doesn't do that anymore. Well, we don't have the side cameras at all, and the rear camera is only for backup.
But that's an aftermarket thing if you wanted to. Where you
Right.
can get,
Yeah.
We know somebody
Yeah.
that has a Halo View video
Yeah,
that you can
yeah,
watch and
yeah,
get your TPMS and everything from
yeah.
Yeah.
with the new camera.
I saw that on YouTube somewhere.
You did?
Yeah.
Somebody was doing a review of that product.
Did you cook anything during the last week in here?
Frozen dinners
That's
in
it.
the microwave.
That's all you did.
That's all we did.
So you didn't use the cooktop yet.
No.
So you guys want to show us around because you do have pretty good storage in here, even though you had to bring less stuff. It still was pretty impressive to us, and I'm sure it was impressive to you when you first saw it. Then when you had to load it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the storage is kind of tricky in that you might have a lot of space, but you don't have a lot of weight. So, you know, the carry weight on this thing is under 1,000 pounds. So, you know, unless I lose a lot of weight, it is, you know, you just can't carry that much stuff. You might have the space for it, but, you know, unless you fill it full of helium, you're not going to be able to carry it.
Yeah, and that's another thing when people think about, you know, how much your rig can actually carry. People think about the stuff, they don't think about themselves.
Right.
You know, because if depending on how many individuals are in that RV is going to dictate how much you can carry. So if you have a whole family of 4 or 5, whatever it may be, you have to subtract the weight of your entire family from your carrying capacity. So
you want to show us around?
huge amount of storage, but again, the weight factor comes into play. I thought about maybe putting shelves in here, and you could put more stuff in because you can go pretty high.
Right.
It goes up fairly high here. But again, unless you're going to just be hauling helium balloons, I don't think you can use it all for anything anyway. Push button start.
So you have that much room? Yeah, you have as much room as we do with our slide in. So you can still get to the bathroom and everything else with your slide in.
Yeah, and the fridge, which is really important.
That is important. So you've got all this great storage, but you can't use all of it. You've got a lot of bells and whistles, but there's a lot of bells and whistles.
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn.
There's a lot to learn. So at this point, one sort of decent trip under your belt, what's your thinking? Are you still in shock pretty much, or?
I'm not so much in shock. It's more of a challenge to just kind of get on top of this thing and really understand what I've got.
Okay.
So it's not, in one way it keeps you younger because now there's more things to think about. The other one was more of a habit. That, I knew where everything was. I'd already, made that investment in time.
Yeah.
And knowledge. And this one now, it's like going back to school. Taking additional classes of some kind.
So it's good for you.
I hope.
And then warranty things, you can take it to any Winnebago authorized dealer.
Yes.
But you guys are hoping to take a trip back home, basically, for warranty things.
Yeah.
That as always, when you buy something new, you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
So
we've only got the one big item that we want to get repaired.
you're dealing with some electrical issues with the battery.
Yeah, the charging.
All right. So you're happy right now.
I'm always happy.
You're supposed to finish that with "as long as you've got me."
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Edit that part. So
we really want to thank Bruce and Tina for letting us walk through and showing us their new RV.
Letting us intrude on their big change in life. Thank you guys for letting us do this.
you're welcome.
We appreciate it. And it's something that all of us are considering at some point, is either quitting RV life or downsizing. So
we decided we weren't ready to quit just yet.
there you go.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with your friends and family on social media. And if you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
And hit that little notification bell, because that way YouTube will notify you whenever we upload new content.
And make sure to leave a comment, that way you could be part of the conversation.
Until next time,
We'll see ya.
That's a wrap, roamers. If these adventures and tips are keeping you inspired, subscribe and watch another one. Your next RV tip or destination is just a click away.